And on we go. This is problem 9 from Superquiz 1. Here we're asked to find an antiderivative for e to the sine of t. And we're told it doesn't necessarily have to be elementary. In fact, we won't be able to find an elementary antiderivative. So you don't want to try really hard here doing some crazy substitution or misusing one of the rules. We simply want to use the first fundamental theorem of calculus. Right? Now remember, the first fundamental theorem of calculus tells us that if we take the derivative of a function and we'll let the function be an integral from some constant to x, and then you have some f here, right? F of t, then f(1) tells us that the derivative of this integral will just be f of x. All right. Of course, if we wanted to end up with it being a t, we could swap the rules of x's and t's everywhere. And in this problem, that's what they want. So we want the solution to be e to the sine of t. So what we could do is take a derivative with respect to t, and then instead of it being t from c to x, we'll let x go from some constant, doesn't matter which one we pick, how about 0, to t. And what's our function? Well, it'll just be e to the sine of x. And we integrate it with respect to x. So the first fundamental theorem of calculus tells us that if I differentiate with respect to t, the integral from 0 to t of e to the sine of x dx, I get e to the sine of t. And this is what you're looking for when you want an antiderivative. I have a function whose derivative is e to the sine of t. So this is our answer. All right? So if we want to write it as a complete sentence, an antiderivative for e to the sine of t is the integral from x equals 0 to t, e to the sine of x power dx.